Well, turning to the growing impact of the Omicron variant, the COVID staffing crunch has hit the critically important medical testing sector. 11 LifeLabs locations in BC have been forced to temporarily close their doors. The majority of them are in Metro Vancouver, and others have had their operating hours drastically cut. CTV's Shannon Patterson reports that has prompted calls for the province to do everything possible to protect essential lab workers.
This LifeLabs location in Surrey is temporarily closed. So is this one in Vancouver. And this LifeLabs on the North Shore also shuttered.
Staffing was always a chronic issue in our LifeLabs anyway. It's why our members took job action in the summer. And now, because of this wave of COVID-19, we're starting to see closures because of staff getting sick.
Citing severe employee impacts from Omicron, LifeLabs has closed 11 of its BC locations, 8 of them in the Lower Mainland. 2 additional Vancouver labs have reduced hours, now only open on Saturdays.
It's going to be a problem, and we know that it's going to be a problem throughout a number of essential services that British Columbians rely on. I myself rely on weekly testing, and it is going to impact my ability to monitor my health.
In a statement, LifeLabs says to maintain service in the community, we will be deploying affected staff from these sites to nearby central locations. Customers and healthcare providers will be redirected to those nearby locations.
The workloads of those who are still remaining open is going to increase exponentially. We can expect to see waiting times for testing, and the public labs as well, those within hospitals, are going to be feeling that crunch as well.
These community lab closures will limit the patient's ability to get diagnostic testing, which could negatively affect their care. Patients may have to go to the hospital lab to get their blood work done if it's absolutely necessary, and we're worried then that that's going to overwhelm the hospital system.
To prevent further closures, the union that represents most LifeLab employees wants to see more protection for essential workers.
That means N95 and KN95 masks, access to testing, the ventilation, the capacity limits.
The sign at this LifeLab says it will remain closed through January 23rd. It's unclear if that's the case at all 11 closed locations or if more could be added to the list. The company only saying it will monitor the situation over the next 2 weeks. Shannon Patterson, CTV News, North Vancouver.